Well, April 12th, starting day 41, I believe it is. Should have checked yesterday. But it's cold, windy. If you look, the creek is just rushing like there's no tomorrow. It's nothing like that when we first got here. Those culverts were empty basically when we got here. But leaving Mountain Hostel Inn, it's a great place to stay. And we've got 18.4 mile today. So at 2 miles an hour, should get there by 5:30 this afternoon. Hopefully the rain will hold off as long as possible. But with our luck, probably not. And it's not going to matter anyways, because by the time we get there, our feet are going to be soaked. Anyhow, it's a rain constantly yesterday. And we're going to see how things go. So let's do this because the trail's not going to hike itself. This is the first stream crossing coming out of Mountain Harbor. I'm sure it's probably not this busy or rough when on a normal day, but after it rained all day yesterday and the day before, it's probably a little higher than normal. And what's sad is over there's a bunch of junk from people littering all along this gully here. But kind of cool little bridge they made to cross it. So up the hills we go. Well, I'm 5 miles in. This is kind of what the trail's been looking like. Doesn't look too bad after all the rain yesterday, but we're still expecting rain today. I haven't taken my rain gear off. Starting to sweat, which isn't a good thing. The breeze is still fairly heavy, but did pass another milestone, and that I am over 400 miles in to this hike. There was no marker this time around, so trying to beat the weather, so I didn't bother making one to take a picture of it. But I am 400 miles in to the Appalachian Trail hike. Not going to say there's been a couple days where I'm like, yep, I don't know what I'm doing this for. And there's still days. I even said it this morning when I heard 40-mile-an-hour winds and rain again today. But has it been meeting my expectations so far? I don't know. For me, all the big views have been socked in by fog and all that stuff. Big Bald, the humps, Rowan Mountain. All of it's been socked in by, so there's no views of all the stuff you'd like to see or been hoping to see. But that's it for now. Getting ready to go downhill again, so maybe more later. Just came down out of the trees and this is what I came to. This little river. I'll be totally honest, was not expecting it. Another thing is, I'm hoping there's a place to cross. Because for two, I'm not looking forward to crossing it because it looks like it's a little faster than what I need it to be. So we're gonna walk up here a little bit on this trail and see what it's got going on. Maybe we just walk along it for a while, but I don't know. So I'm gonna walk up here, see what we got, and go from there. Yeah, so far there's been nothing, just kind of following along the trail. There's a blaze on the tree, which tells me I'm in the right spot. But this little river just kind of continues up around the bend up here. Of course, there's some wind. Doesn't look like I have to cross it, because it looks like I can see the trail go right up into them trees over there, which is a good thing. Wasn't looking forward to fording a little river or creek whatever this is supposed to be. I have to see if I can find the name of it. But no crossing the river. Good thing for me. Okay, later. A couple miles, actually not even a couple miles, maybe a half miles from the shelter I'm going to take a break at, came across this waterfall. Sure, all the rain over the last couple of days helped create it. I don't know how heavy it usually is, but I know it got my feet wet, and I tried to prevent that all day. Kind of cool. I have to figure out what the name of it was and put it in here. Well, just about 12 miles in, still 6.5 miles to go for this day, which, like I've said before, will make my longest day of 18.5 miles. So, but the weather's holding out so far. It's like almost 1:30, still no rain and that. So the weather's holding out, which is a good thing. But this is what the trail's been looking like all day. First 12 miles has produced 2 waterfalls for me today, which ain't too bad. So let's see what the last 6 of the day has to offer. But till later, adios. Okay, 12.5 miles in. But along the AT, they say when there's a bench, I guess I can't show it to you because I can't stand up, you sit on it. Well, since I'm sitting on this bench, this is the view you get from the beautiful, beautiful view. But this is what I'm looking at. Well, that's a long enough break. Later. Well, day 41. We're getting started. I think I also said yesterday was day 41. Today's day 41. It's Saturday and stuff. Just started out a 15-mile day. Gonna stop at Boots Off Hostel for the day and get back busy going again tomorrow. But as every morning it seems to start out, we are in an uphill climb to where I have no idea. But it's always an uphill climb. But it's 38 degrees, wind gusts of 40 every now and then, but it is chilly. My fingertips are cold and that. But as of right now, this is the view I have. And the sun's coming up. It's supposed to get up to 60 today, which we can only pray for after last night's unexpected snow and 34 degrees. Okay, let's keep going. I'm 6 miles in, came upon this little old cabin. I'm thinking hunter shack maybe, but the trail is okay. It's just starting to seem to be like a very long day because the last 4 miles I've been doing nothing but downhill. Still have another 3 miles worth of downhill. It's just taking a beating on my legs and my knees again, as usual. But weather's warming up here in a mile or two. I might take off my raincoat the wind's kind of cutting down a little bit. So it's kind of interesting to see this out here in the middle of nowhere. That's it. Well, made it to a bridge. Not sure how steady I'm going to be with this and that. But look at the big old rock cliff on the other side. But this bridge goes across that little river I was talking about. Trail continues over there. Idea how much of this I'm going to film. I keep thinking to myself, I need to be filming this because this is kind of one of the better sections of the trail that I've been on and not feeling absolutely miserable about. The rock wall is just, I think, a beautiful attraction to this part of the trail. Filming this is going to slow me up a little bit, but it's okay. I really do think this looks really amazing. I gotta watch my feet too, or I'm gonna freaking fall and break my face and my phone. Okay, that looks like that's it for the walk wall, but sure there's going to be more views here in a little bit, and I'll have to get them, i.e. hold on, let me get a couple more steps here. It's amazing. Laurel Falls. I'm about halfway down, and that I think I took a bad turn, but it's still got white blazes on it, as you can see in that tree down there. It's still got white blazes, so I'm still heading the right direction. But this is Laurel Falls. This is where that river was headed, down there. But this has been my trail down. There's my trail up. But it's a gorgeous falls. Sounds beautiful, but this will be it for recording of it. Okay, back on video for like 30 seconds. Just down from Laurel Falls here, and this is the river that's running next to it. Well, my next trek for this trail is to walk along there and then out around that point, and there should be stairs on the other side going up. So hopefully I'll maintain all my balance and won't end up in the water, in the drink, rushing down the river. So let's see. We got a nice cliff overhang and stuff. River runs up there. A rock quarry. This is going to be a pretty big video. This might be on its own later. Well, good morning, everyone. It's day 42. We're on a 16.4 mile journey to someplace called Iron Mountain Shelter and stuff. Currently, it's a nice 50 degrees out. Got my rain jacket on just to warm up a little bit. Take it off here in a little bit. In about 4.5 miles, we'll be hitting a little dam as we walk over here. You look up there, that big hump is where I came down from yesterday into Boots Off Hostel, which just happens to be on the other side of the lake. But it was a good step. Got in, didn't do some stuff, just took inventory of everything. Just relaxed our feet after a rocky trip yesterday. But went into town and got some, I guess you'd say, semi-decent food. Had a meatball sub from Subway, and then got 2 large fries and a milkshake from McDonald's to help with some of my food issues. But I will say adios for right now. When we get to the dam in about 4 miles, I'll record that so everybody can see. But good morning. Okay, I'm about 9.5 miles in for the day, waiting to get to the shelter so I can take a break. But we finally made it around to the other end of this lake, and this is what it looks like on the other end. Got some islands. It looks like it's got some marina down there. Another small lake over in the background. But all I know is these 9 miles are supposed to be fairly even and good. But for me, it feels like I've been doing nothing but uphill since we crossed over the dam. But we're getting ready to go uphill again. So I'm gonna call it quits right now. Well, here I am. Finally made it to the shelter. The shelter isn't so impressive, but I'll show it to you. I don't walk behind it. There was this nice little walk wall. But if you look down below, you can see the water, the lake that we've been working around. The marina that's set up down there. Not sure what's over there, but there's all the mountains. Not sure if I'm walking any of them, but currently I just want to finish my last 8 miles for the day. But let me show you the standard shelter and stuff. Over here, look in. Just standard shelter, holds 5 or 6 people. It's called the Vander Event Shelter or something like that. 3,500 feet in Kingsport, Tennessee. But finished out. Excuse me. Finished taking a rest, and then need to finish my last 7 miles for today. This is the view from the outs, looking out of the shelter. Okay. Well, it's day 43 and stuff. Starting a new journey here, trying to figure out how to get out of this There we go. Gate and that. Headed up to probably one of the more iconic spots on the trail. But it is day 43 and stuff. And we're headed, sorry about the sun, dang. Headed towards, like I said, one of the more iconic symbols on the trail and that. But we'll slowly get there, and when we get there, I'll start to videotape it. Then I'm gonna grab a couple pictures there later. Like I said, when we started getting close, I started videotaping it. This is probably one of the more iconic symbols on the AT from all the natural ones. This barn here, this old barn and stuff, has the AT symbol on it and stuff. And just like everybody else, I'm going to stop and take my picture there. It's in this beautiful, wide open pasture. All this green. It's got a nice rock path, holes marked for the AT through hikers, and stuff like that. It's beautiful. See, here's the barn. I'll stop walking so it stops still bouncing. But yeah, it's freaking amazing. So when I get up there, I'll get my picture. We'll see what's going on. Well, it's day 44, getting ready to get started. It is like 6:30 in the morning. As you can see, the sunrise is starting to come up. It's gorgeous. We're about 10 miles from Damascus, and that's where we're headed in to for the day. I'm taking a zero tomorrow. I'm supposed to be getting my new tent and some of my new shoes tomorrow. So, but we're going to get started. It's a gorgeous morning. Waking up and only need a t-shirt on. Actually, wore shorts and a t-shirt last night to bed. Made it a nice night. But we are going to be flying these 10 miles. Hopefully get in there by noon and that, and see how we get there. I'm going to try to shave my beard again today. Not the mustache, hopefully. But we'll see. Get a couple more videos uploaded between today and tomorrow, hopefully. Not hopefully. I'm going to get uploaded. But as I said, so again, put my hand in the way. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Beautiful. Spring might be finally coming. Who knows? Well, we're 2.5 hours in to our 10-mile trip. We're only 3.5 miles away, which won't be bad. This is the view I got. Pilgrim's up there getting the signal, but there was something else I wanted to show everybody. This little thing. Look at this thing, look at this thing. Yes, Tennessee side. And now I'm back in Virginia, where everybody wanted me to begin with. So here we are. But 3.5 more miles downhill and stuff, and we'll be in Damascus, Virginia for the rest of the day. We'll resupply, hoping my tent and stuff get there today, hoping, praying. Really, now that I was told that UPS is a little bit behind on the freaking uptake. So we'll see. I'll later. Sorry. Just made it into Damascus. I'm getting ready to go. See the good old sign. See the good old sign and stuff. So you walk in, you look across the street, got the old shelter, and here it is. The welcome to Damascus sign, which next month hosts trail days. Here. Old shelter. Woohoo!